Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to kind of share with you all my plan as I'm getting ready to go off to camp. This camp's going to be an overnight thing where I'm going and helping some 5th graders, incoming 6th graders at the local kind of nature center up behind my school. And things like this can present a challenge, especially in diet and training schedule. And I'm sure you all have something similar occasionally, whether it be work related or you're going to see a friend overnight or something like that. So I just wanted to share my process by which I use to stay on track with my diet with the RP dieting app. The first thing that I'll say is pre-portioned foods are your friend here. So you'll notice I am making some chicken because we had some leftover chicken. So I wanted to use that and put those into lunches. And I will measure that out with the scale here after I have it cooked. But as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, I purchased some just like great value protein bars. And I've got apples. I'm going to portion out some rice. And then I have tuna packets as well as canned chicken. And I'm really a big fan of tuna and canned chicken for the convenience reason, right? They're already measured out for me. I don't necessarily need to do any measuring with the food scale with either of those. And I can just kind of count everything that I need while I'm getting ready for the trip. So it's just a matter of me running the numbers and portioning everything out. So you can see I'm working here on a sheet of paper, just splitting up each meal. And I know I'm going to be gone for a total of 6 meals, my later 3 meals tomorrow, and then my early 3 meals on Friday. So it's just a matter of figuring out how many of each food needs to go with each meal. Okay. Now, I also wanted in today's video to talk about something that had gotten under my skin a little bit or irritated me. I heard someone, and I'm going to keep names secret here. I'm not going to say any names, but someone came to me just the other day, and I had seen them, and they had mentioned how their coach had said that counting calories is, and I'm going to censor it here, counting calories here is for wusses, and how high schoolers or any young person who wants to get into fitness does not need to be counting their calories, and that's like a wimpy thing to do. And it just really bothered me because counting calories with the law of thermodynamics, which simply just says mass and energy into a system has to be equal. So, calories is just a form of energy that's derived from the mass of your food. And ultimately, if you want to gain or lose weight, that's the equation it comes down to, is how many calories and what macros you put into your body. So, to me, I just want to share this with you all. If you ever have a coach that tells you something so blatantly wrong, or maybe it's just for the sake of, old school fashion, maybe, something that I think of that comes to mind is whenever I played high school, my coaches always used to played high school football. My coaches always used to say, like, plates go facing in, and whenever you asked why, it would be, oh, it's bad luck if they face out, which that's a microcosm. Of course, the direction of the plates facing really doesn't matter whenever you're putting it on a barbell. And it didn't hurt anyone to put all of the plates facing in. But the example is more for the rationale of saying, oh, just because. If you have someone who tells you, oh, don't squat below parallel, and you ask them why, and they say, oh, just because, or just because it'll hurt your knees, something very surface level, a red flag should pop up in your mind that says, I should look into this more, because there's a good chance that person just doesn't know what they're talking about at all, and they're just talking to hear themselves talk and just to have an opinion. And this calorie counting opinion is, very similar. It got under my skin because, if we're in an obesity epidemic or have issues throughout the world, and especially the United States, with weight, then why in the world would you tell anyone that counting calories is for wimps? Because that's a potential solution. And who knows, maybe that person continues on with their life and they struggle with weight or something where they're trying to lose weight, or if they're maybe like me and trying to perform their best at a sport, but in their mind, they think that counting calories is something that wimps do, so they never do it, and I miss out on that edge, or maybe they never lose that weight because of that poor foundation. So I just kind of wanted to share that, I want to say inconvenience, that's not the word, it's more frustration with you all, and just to say, hey, if you have a coach, think very critically about what they say, and feel free to ask your coaches why they're saying things that they are, and make sure that they can back them up. And be careful to blindly follow people just because they maybe have authority or seem to know what they're talking about. Give it some critical thought of your own. Okay, so I just wanted to share that while you kind of saw my process here. As you can see, I'm just streamlining everything. Right? Each of these meals is going to be simple. I'll have them packed up. That way, while I'm at camp, I can just grab a meal during the time that it is to eat it, eat the meal, move on to the next one, and it's going to be very easy. If you're doing something similar, my biggest suggestion for you all is Tupperware containers. As you can see, pre-portion with a food scale, or use pre-packaged foods. As you can see, I like to use the protein bars, tuna, apples, all of that good stuff. And it just really makes your life easier. Okay, so hopefully that provides some insight to you all. That way you get to see how I prepare for such a trip. I'm going to be out for the next couple of days out at the camp. Hopefully it goes well. I have it again next week, so I'll probably rinse and repeat. And that'll kind of do it for the summer. So thanks for dropping by. Let me know if you have any stories about people trying to tell you that things are not manly or wimpy, that are just blatantly wrong. And I'm just curious to hear those stories down in the comments. As always, please like and subscribe. I appreciate you dropping by. And until next time, happy lifting.